I'm so grateful today to sit here and say that my body is healed. I have healed my body, and you can too. But I was trying everything to heal my body until I realized that I was actually blocking it by doing so. And today is a bit of a deeper dive because I was following all the sort of talked about structures of healing. I was trying to meditate, feel grateful for the healing, elevate my emotions to the healing. I was trying to read up on the science behind it. And it was just when I realized that all of this was actually becoming a new anxiousness, a new need to be perfect, I realized I was blocking my healing. If you've been struggling with healing, this video is for you today. I'm going to tell you exactly what I started to do differently and what I discovered, which allowed me to let go, heal my body, but not only that, heal my entire life. Now, if you like Spirituality Simplified, you might want to like, share and subscribe. So let's start with the first part. I started meditating because I love Joe Dispenza. I love what he's done, how many people he's helped, his books, everything he talks about has been life-changing on my journey. So I started to do his meditations, blessings of the energy centers, tuning into new potentials, the classics. But I started meditating for hours a day and nothing happened. But what happened was I was putting myself in the end, or the wish fulfilled, as Neville Goddard would say. And I was doing that in the meditation. But what I realized is every time I come out of the meditation, I would then in my day-to-day life not be able to maintain that level of emotional connection to the end because I kept becoming so reactionary towards circumstance because I was trying so hard to feel good that if something threw me off, it would send me on a spiral of guilt, shame and self-punishment. And so I just kept blocking the healing there and there. You see, healing's going to come when you fully let go of all the things that are blocking it. The biggest realization I ever had is that my body wants to heal me. I don't have to be special to do that. There's nothing that I need to earn or do. But with the meditations, I was trying to earn my health. I was trying to earn my manifestations, almost like becoming worthy. If I meditate a lot, if I do this regularly, then I'm worthy of healing. But the truth is you don't need to become worthy. You need to let go of everything that you carried along the way that was blocking you from healing. And this was it. I was blocking it because I wasn't letting go. I was trying to add stuff on top of myself to feel better. So I call it, adding gratitude on top of fear. I was trying to feel grateful, but deep down, I was so scared and bothered about my life and reactionary towards it. I had no faith in my body anymore. I had no good relationship with my body anymore. I had no good relationship with life anymore. Life had become a challenge. My body was letting me down and I was broken. What I needed to do and what I suggest for you to do is actually face the parts of you that feel that way. You see, just like your body wants to get rid of the waste food and the cells that need to be repaired, it gets rid of all waste. It knows how to get rid of this waste too. But we become so drenched in the story and the reaction of life that we just bounce from emotion to emotion. So also, I was blocking it so much because I was trying to understand, almost like a Nobel Prize winning scientist, the chemistry and makeup of my body. Well, my body has always healed me from cuts, colds and other things without me understanding the full scientific cellular actions that are going on. So I was adding all this information, trying to add on all this gratitude, trying to meditate all the time, trying to do this and just hear the words. I was trying. So actually, I'm not saying this is the same for everyone, but those steps were making me feel more and more away from it. Because it was like I'm not enough to heal. You see, when you actually heal the relationship between you and your body, that is when you're going to have a dramatic healing. That's when the healing occurs. And I've been able to help people to find these solutions in themselves too. You see, the thing is we don't see our own habits. The truth is Joe Dispenza and many other great healers like Joseph Murphy and other people who spoke about self-healing, they understood that we had to change ourselves to heal ourselves. Now, there's many different ways to do that. You can go the elevated emotion meditation way, that way. But what I decided to do was start to detach back from the parts of me that felt, emotionally connected to that issue. You see, you never want to emotionally embrace that which you don't want. So every time, instead of trying to feel grateful, I allowed myself to have my full range of emotions. So it was like when the throat pain was there, I was angry. I was frustrated that I had this problem. So instead of fighting it, I started to sit with that pain, and behind it rose up the anger, then the tears, then the heartache, and it all had to release. I'm telling you, I remember sitting there one day with a wonderful acting coach of mine, and we were doing this work together. And I just sat there and I let it go. And I bawled my eyes out. I finally released it. And that was the moment I healed. Now, I've watched hundreds of Joe Dispenza testimonials, and I have that video here as well. But what I realized was that it was that moment where they finally let go is when they healed. So if you've been struggling to try and add all this stuff onto yourself, realize that you're actually sometimes blocking the healing because of your need for the healing, your need to be worthy, your need to elevate yourself, your need to lift yourself out of it. There's nothing you need to do. Let go, relax, build the relationship with the body through prayer, affirmation. Trust that that divine intelligence that grew you from a cell, that heals you from a cold, heals your cuts, knows how to deal with this too. It knows how to bring you back to balance. Do you know that every few years on a cellular level, your body is new? So why would you carry old chronic conditions? Because we do it through our emotional embracement of that. We start to identify as it. So I worked out that I'm blocking it, but I needed to change my identity around myself. I saw myself as broken, sick, poor, and out and down and out. And I tell you what, I'm grateful for it now because I had to face that part of me. Instead, I couldn't run away from it and hide behind gratitude. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't force myself to feel grateful because every time I come out of it, I was in pain. I had to start to let go of my attachment to it emotionally. That's where God can come into that space and start to heal you. That's what we've been taught in scripture all of these years. But this is what I knew. I knew I was blocking it because I was trying to make myself do something. I'm trying to make myself become something better. You're already perfect behind all the rubbish that you've been carrying, all the blockages. You're a wonderful, spiritual, perfect being. Your body loves you. It wants to heal you. It's time to get out the way. This is what I know to be true, and this is why I've helped hundreds of people to heal. Now, we're coming to 2026, guys. It has been 2025. How has your year been? Let me know down in the comments. What are you still trying to heal or manifest? And let me answer some of your questions. But I also am looking for people in 2026 who want to make it the best year of their life to date, so they can heal themselves, heal their lives, heal their businesses. You can do this through the art of surrender to the divine, letting go of all of that you've been carrying to try and protect yourself. It's time to get vulnerable and let go and be safe. I'll see you at the next one, guys.